In today's video, we're going to be talking about the question, why isn't my email list growing? My name is Deidre Helmig, and I am a Kajabi specialist and quiz strategist, and this question is so important because your email list is the lifeblood of any online business. And it's so important because it allows you to connect directly with your audience, it allows you to nurture your leads, and it allows you to connect or to convert those leads into paying customers. But what happens when those leads, when that email list isn't growing? And I want you to know that you're not alone. You're not the only person that's going through this. And there's so many reasons why an email list doesn't grow. So let's break down the 6 main culprits why your email list isn't growing, and I'm going to show you how you can fix it. The first reason is that your lead magnet just might not be enticing enough. And there are a couple ways that you can fix this. First of all, focus on value and not volume. I see people put out these generic 30-page ebooks or these 90-minute free trainings that nobody is going to read, nobody's going to watch. And that's because they aren't targeting a pain point that their ideal client is dealing with. I want you to think about what kind of a lead magnet you can provide that will give your ideal client a quick win. What can you solve for your client? What can lead them from point A to point B really quickly? What kind of a quick win can you give them? And also make sure to keep it simple. Don't give them some complex lead magnet that they're just not ever going to get through. Give them something simple, something actionable that is just going to give them that quick win to move them from point A to point B. The second reason is visibility issues. Even the most amazing lead magnet isn't going to work for you if nobody actually sees it. The obvious fix is to promote it. Promote it everywhere. So many people that I talk to when they say, my lead magnet isn't working, and I say, oh, where are you promoting it? And they say, well, there's a button on my website. And I say, well, what else are you doing to promote it? I want you to think about everywhere that you can promote it. Like not just one button on your homepage, but promote it throughout your website. I want you to promote it on your blog. I want you to promote it on all of your social media. Constantly, like regularly, not just once or twice, but on a regular basis, at least weekly. I want you to think about how you can collaborate with other businesses. I want you to think about whether you have the budget or the desire to use ads. Promote it, promote it, promote it. And secondly, really use those calls to action. So if you're doing a video, or if you're on a podcast, or if you're doing a social media post, then tell people to download your lead magnet. You have to tell them to do it. Don't just assume that they're going to go out and find maybe what you have to offer, because if you don't, they're obviously not going to track it down. Now, your third reason could be unoptimized opt-in forms. And these could be clunky forms that have too many fields or that they're just not mobile friendly. These are major conversion killers. So the fixes for these, first of all, let's talk about your fields. I don't want you to put a whole bunch of unnecessary fields there. All you want are the essentials: name, email address. That's it. If you're like, oh, but it really would be helpful to me to know their location, or I really want their phone number, or I really want to know what their challenges are, that is going to serve you and nobody else, and that's going to prevent people from signing up. Name and email address, that's all you should be asking for. The end. And then make sure that it's mobile friendly. If it's not mobile friendly, if people have to try and play around on their phone to try to make it able for them to fill it out, they're not going to do it. So many people are just using their phones these days, and if it's not mobile friendly, again, they're not going to fill it out. And also make sure that on your opt-in form that there's a really clear value proposition. Tell them exactly what they're going to get, and tell them exactly what they're going to benefit from when they fill it out. So if your opt-in form isn't optimized, then it's going to be a massive conversion killer. Now, the fourth reason could be that your messaging is off. If you're not clear or even persuasive, then people just won't understand the value of joining your list. So there's a couple of reasons or a couple of ways that you can fix this. First of all, I really want you to focus on the benefits. So highlight what your subscribers are going to gain by joining your list. How is it going to make their lives better? How is it going to transform their lives or their business or whatever it is that you have to offer? And how is it going to get them from point B or from point A to point B? What is the transformation going to be? And second, I want you to think about how you can segment your audience. based on maybe their purchasing habits, their preferences, their interests, anything like that. And quizzes are the ideal way to segment your audience from the very get-go. So really think about how you could use a quiz in your business to get that list segmented right away. Now, getting into our fifth reason, I want you to remember that a stagnant email list is a dying email list. And low engagement leads to unsubscribes, and we don't want that to happen. So, first thing to fix this is to maintain consistency. I don't care what kind of a schedule you pick, just pick a schedule and stick with it. A lot of people do weekly, some people do daily. Good on them. But if weekly seems like too much to you, pick bi-weekly or pick monthly. Whatever it is, pick a schedule and stick to it. Just be consistent. Secondly, provide value. So that means crafting emails that people want to read. Simple as that. So whether that's industry insights, whether it's actionable tips, whether it's even those behind the scenes. People love to know what's going on with you, right? So behind the scenes of your business, behind the scenes of your life, anything like that. And then I want you to track things. I want you to analyze things. Look at your open rates. Look at your click-through rates. Even look at your unsubscribes. Don't look too carefully because unsubscribes are going to happen. 1% of people are going to unsubscribe to every single email you send. Don't get upset about that. And definitely don't go and look at who's unsubscribing. You don't need to know that. Don't get hung up, and don't turn on your notifications about your unsubscribes. You don't need to have those coming through to you at all. But if you're getting way more than 1% of people unsubscribing, then you want to kind of wonder what's going on. But I want you to look at your analytics for your emails at least once a month and just watch to see what's going on. All right, now we're down to the last reason why your email list might not be growing. And it could be that you have too narrow of an audience focus, and that might be kind of limiting your reach a little bit. And so what I want you to do to fix this is to expand your horizons a little bit. Now, I know that it's really necessary to have kind of a targeted audience. It's really crucial. But you can explore ways to broaden your reach a little bit. One way to do this is to maybe collaborate with a complementary business. You can also create content that appeals to a wider range of interests a little bit. And a third way to do this is that you could run some targeted online ads. So 3 simple ways to kind of expand your horizons a little bit. Building a thriving email list takes time and effort. And I hope that looking at those 6 different areas are going to help you figure out what might be missing from your email list strategy, and you can kind of fix a few things. Now, like I promised, there is a worksheet available for you. If you head to my description, you can find it there. You can download. It's called the Email List Growth Worksheet. Really something super simple. And if you've got any other questions at all, I want you to put them into the comment, and I'll make a video to answer your questions, to give you a hand to get your online business growing and monetized and get you on your way. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.